Hi everyone, welcome to our third PMB HDR student update. Just got a few things I want to run through with you, really only a couple. The first is just to bring to your attention the issue of predatory publishers. Now, some of you may not have had any experience with this and some of you may have. If you're unsure of what these things are, please do take a moment to ask your supervisor about them. Principally, these are individuals or small groups or even organisations that deliberately target and solicit manuscripts from people like yourself, up-and-coming researchers. The most vulnerable researchers are those who are starting off in their career or are from developing countries. And so these are the most vulnerable, which is why I just wanted to raise it to your attention. Predatory publishers typically are predators on people like you in that they solicit articles from you and they subject them to virtually no peer review. And then once those articles are accepted for publication, they sting you with quite a large fee. And it turns out the journal isn't really worth the paper or the internet space that it's written on. So predatory publishers, things to watch out for: articles with little or no, they accept articles very quickly with little or no peer review or quality control. They notify you about the fees after the paper's accepted. They really solicit and aggressively campaign for your custom, as it were, and even will list people on their editorial boards that don't exist. And they often are mimicking or have names very similar to that of very well established journals in the field, and you might think, hey, this is a really good journal. Turns out it's not. There's a lot of fraudulent activity. So this is a big industry. Do be alert to this. I've had some experience with this where a journal that I edit was hijacked in a way by people running a complete parallel website. It looked quite different, but it had exactly the same name, and were charging people fees to publish in it, completely separate from our organisation. So that was quite distressing. We needed to bring lawyers in on that one. So don't be a victim of this. Similarly, predatory conferences are also very common. Again, ask your supervisors if you haven't had any experience of this, but even myself, I'll get 3 or 4 invitations a day to attend conferences, such as this one, with greetings from Healthcare Asia Pacific Conference 2017, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Be aware of the exclamation marks. This particular invitation is not from a person, it's from Program Director. It doesn't even say where the conference will be, except it's the 9th Asia Pacific Global Summit on Healthcare, and its theme is in pursuit of viable, high quality healthcare, whatever that means. All I have to do is click on the link and just book my slots at the earliest. So look, be alert to these. There are often ways just to harvest money from you. The conference may or may not exist, and if it does exist, it won't be very good. So do be careful. If anyone who writes to you saying, "Dear Honourable or Most Prestigious Madam or Professor," it's probably too good to be true because it's bogus. So do be alert to this. The other thing I wanted to raise to your attention was, and particularly for commencing students, are some changes we've made to the research proposal template and the confirmation of candidature procedure. In brief, we've made the research proposal much shorter, a maximum of 9 pages of project description, and the total document length wouldn't be more than 14 pages. This is to encourage students to get those proposals submitted in the first 6 months of candidature. They don't need to be as big as they have been in the past. And also we've made some changes to the way that we confirm candidature to ensure this happens in a timely fashion, but also achieves the aims of the process, which is to make sure we've got good students progressing well with good supervisory teams with well-conceived projects. So we've made some changes to those. If you want to know what those changes are, please, if you're particularly commencing students, I encourage you to look at the HDR student section of the website. What you'll find there are 3 documents. One, a full description of what's got to be in the research proposal and the confirmation of candidature procedure. The second thing is a research proposal template, a Word document you can use to draft your research proposal. If you've already started using a slightly different format, it doesn't matter, but do have a look at what we've got there. I understand some students may be part way through, and we've only just revised this. The other thing is a guide to reviewers, so the people reviewing your proposal will have some particular things they have to address when they're reviewing it. A lot of the other things stay the same, except just to say that it's really, really important to get your confirmation of candidature done. We want research proposals done in the first 6 months, then you can get your candidature confirmed and move on with your PhD or Masters, whatever it may be. So really, only a few changes, but hopefully will make the process a bit easier, a bit more streamlined. All right, look, thanks everyone. Good to talk with you. I look forward to catching up with you again soon.